Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as you all know, I've done my breast reduction, so I've been just taking it easy, healing and everything. It's been 1 week and today make 3 days since I did my surgery. I went back for a visit today to the doctor because I had something on my nipple which I had to remove. I'll tell you guys about that shortly. So just to tell you guys about the process, I think I started in January, February, March, about March or April, like the ending of March going to April, but something like that. I went to my doctor because, as you all see, I had really large breasts, so they were very big, and the reason why I did it is that it was hurting my back, my neck, and basically everything around that side was hurting. So it's something that I always wanted to do, but I didn't have the opportunity to do it up until now. So I started my journey around March, April, and then I think in April I went for my consultation with my surgeon. I'm in Vermont and I went to New Hampshire because my doctor recommended those people that they're very good and everything. So I went there, and then when I went there I had my consultation, but because of how my breast was large, they explained the procedure that they would have to do nipple graft. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but that term is meaning that you have to remove the nipple completely from the breast and then you have to put it back on. So it's a procedure that sometimes the nipple dies, which rarely happens, and sometimes it lives, but mine lives, thankfully. So, anyways, I started that time. I went for my consultation. They're the one who did what they had to do with my insurance and everything. And luckily, I didn't have any problem. Like maybe a month, I was fully approved for my surgery and everything like that. I couldn't believe it. Was everything happened so quick. I couldn't believe. And to be honest with you, I was very excited, but I was nervous. It was a very mixed feeling because it's like you're doing something, you want it, but at the same time it's like you don't know if how it's gonna play out, because from watching other video, people have complications, people this, people that, but at the same time, definitely say it's something that you want. You understand? Because only you can tell how your body is feeling, only you can tell that. And everything just play out and we get approved. I didn't have to do, as I said, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to do anything at all. I didn't have to do anything at all. And then after my consultation, I got a letter from the insurance, and they wanted some more things, which, as I said, I didn't have to do anything. My surgeon, which I meet with him on my consultation, it was a him. He's a very nice surgeon. I will highly recommend. When I met with him, he was the one who did everything, so I didn't have to go through any therapy or anything like that, because what they were saying is that majority of my weight was in my breasts, which in it was true, because my breast was really heavy. As I said, you guys see videos before. I'll show you a before and after picture. I can't do that right now because with my breast area. All right, guys, I'll tell you about that shortly. Just hold up a bit, right? So anyways, we get approved everything, and afterwards now me go. I think I went back about one time. No, I was supposed to get my date the same day, but due to circumstance, I think something with their workers, or they weren't there at the time, I didn't get it the same day, and then I got it for June 28th, 2021. So that's when I got my surgery date for. And I came back, I was preparing some things, which in I know that normally you don't sleep in the hospital because they tell you everything. They tell you everything that you need to know, but you don't know if you're gonna have any complications, so it's better to prepare than unprepared. So I prepared a little bag to bring with me to the hospital. So I had, like, during the time for my surgery, I had to stop taking like any product that will like blood thinner, anything with ginseng, a lot of things you have to stop intake, because certain things that cause bleeding, you definitely has to stop because you're gonna get cut, and it's not likely for you to get cut and taking those products like blood thinner and those things, because it won't be good for you. So they called me, they prepared me, which in I read everything. I had like a little folder, like maybe like this, with hands out and things that they gave me, and I read everything. I didn't take any shortcut. I read it because I know it's about me, and I wanted to read it, so I did that. Anyway, I went for my surgery. I think I post a video on my surgery date. Yes, I went for my surgery, and guys, I was so high under the anesthesia. Is I think it's anesthesia or something. Anything. But I was so knocked out that I only remember reaching there, and I remember just coming out of the surgery and asking just one question. The only question I asked was, how long was it? And I think it was the nurse, it was a guy, he said it was 2.5 hours. I don't remember anything else, because when I came out, I was so cold. I couldn't even talk. I was shaking like a leaf, because it's like the withdrawal from the anesthesia. It's the withdrawal from it. So that's what caused it. But you know that you're going to be in pain because you're just coming out of a surgery. You got cut. So you know definitely that you're going to be in pain. And I was in pain. But they gave me some medication before I went in, and I don't remember if they gave me some after. I definitely know I had some to take before I go in, because they prepare your body for it. And I met most of them on the team that was gonna proceed, that was gonna go ahead and do my procedure. I met most of them, which I already know my surgeon, and then I met some of them who was working along with him, and they were pretty friendly. I got to see, like, where I did my surgery, I got to give them a thumbs up. Like, even though I was coming out of surgery, it just felt so good. It's like you're home away from home. That's how they make you feel. Believe me, I've never experienced anything like that. And then after I came out of surgery and everything, is like I was in so much pain, but I didn't wake up same time according to what I heard. I was sleeping maybe for 15-20 minutes, and then I woke up, and then after that, no, they got my husband and they got me dressed, because you normally leave same time. So when I leave, I had drains in, I had in two drains, so I couldn't even move my hands like this. I couldn't do things like this, because now it's one week and 3 days, so I'm more able to move, which, and I still have to be careful because I'm not healed as yet. So you still have to be careful when you're lifting. I still can't reach certain, like the fridge top and those things. I'm still not supposed to stretch to those distance. But otherwise, from that, everything went well. As long as you're gonna do the surgery, I would suggest just listen to what they tell you, whether you're a surgeon or you're a nurse. Just listen to what they tell you, because from what I've heard, some people don't listen. They do as they please. So when they go for the surgery, they have other complications that come with it. Because normally they give you a wash, and that wash you use the night before your surgery and the morning before you wash the area which is gonna get sliced, cut. So you normally wash those area because even when I reached, they asked me if I use it, and I said yes. And then they asked, they're gonna ask you about the medication history back and everything, just to make sure. But because I was aware of all of those things, I stopped taking pain medicine, everything, because I didn't want to have any complication. And as I said, it is something that I really wanted because my breast was very heavy. It was very heavy. And to be honest with you, even though the healing process is taking time because it's just 1 week and 3 days, I just have to give God thanks because it could have been worse. I went to doctor today. As I said, I have on a nipple graft. So the nipple graft was something that, because they remove the nipple from my breast and put it back on. So they had something on top of my nipple sewed to my skin. Like, it would look, I don't know if you know, like some wafer biscuit, like the little button biscuit, but something like that. But it's not really big, but it's not really small. That's how it was looking. So that was on my breast for maybe one week and 3 days, because I took them off today. I had in the drain for like only one night. I went back to the hospital the following day to remove them, but you had to put you have to put gauze and everything over that same way to stop certain things. And then now, what else? After that happened today, and they examined everything, they said everything is looking good so far, healing very nicely. So, it's just so much mixed feeling going on right now. I am not in any pain. This is what they're looking like now. So this is what they're looking like now, which they're still very swollen. They are very, very swollen. Because as you know, it's just 1 week and 3 days. I was a G cup, so just imagine the big difference for me and the amount of fatty tissue that came out of them. So it it feels so good to get it done. If you're somebody, if you're someone who wants to do it, make that decision for yourself, because it makes so much difference. I was having so much back pain and everything like that. And to be honest, since I got it done, you can only sleep in like a upright position, because you can't go flat, because it's gonna be hard for you to get up, and you can't put too much pressure on your hands and things like that. And even though I've been sleeping like that, I've never felt back pain since I've got it done. And I was always having back pain and those things, always. So if you're wanting to get it done, believe me, the result will be good, guys. Look at this. The result will be so good. But I'm gonna show you guys some better picture later on. It's just because right now I still have some gauze over my nipple, because as I said, they removed the nipple graft thingy today. So I still have those over it and everything. I still have to wear my surgical bra. I have to wear them for 6 weeks. Then after that I'll wear some other trainers, but I still can't wear nothing with wire in it for like 6 months and things like that. But it was a very smooth procedure for me. I couldn't complain. It was very smooth and everything went well. I don't have anything bad to say. I don't regret doing it. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made, because now I'm feeling more confident even within myself. I'm feeling a lot more confident, and I'm glad that things work out for me. I got it done and I'm healing properly and everything is just going well. So I have to give God thanks. So if you or anybody, want to do it, don't try to tell people not to do it, because at the end of the day, only you know what you're feeling, because only me alone know what I was feeling. Only me alone know. And me alone did I feel a pain in my back and all over. I used to have to wear a bra, and then me have on one trainers some over it. And I've been doing that for years. And even though I've been doing that, I was still in so much pain. Sometimes people will see and say, like, big breasts and this, that, that, but you don't know how you feel. you don't know. Yes, them big, but on a silicone, a fat in them, a fat. It's not silicone. They no falls. They ain't real. So you go feel real pain. But guys, as me say, are the best decision me ever make. Everything was smooth. It just take like a couple months for me. Everybody's situation might be different. So I'm not saying that even though it was a couple months for me, it's gonna be the same for you. Everybody's situation is different. I had really large breasts, so because of that, I know it wasn't gonna be that hard. Because sometimes they have requirements that you have to meet. So I'm not saying it's gonna be the same for you, but it's worth the try. If it's something that you want to do, it's worth it. So later on, guys, I'm gonna show you some pictures and keep you all updated a few weeks from now. So this is just 1 week and 3 days, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. So just remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you have any question that you would like to ask, you can always message me, comment down below, and feel free to ask away. So guys, remember just to like, subscribe, and share.